Hi everyone, I'm Austin, and this is the first video in my Python for Absolute Beginner series. In this video, I'm assuming you have little to no coding experience, but that's perfectly fine because we're starting from ground zero. Python is a pretty awesome language, and I strongly believe that it's the best option for people who are just getting into programming. Python is an all-purpose programming language, meaning you can program a huge variety of different things with it, and it's extremely versatile. It is much simpler than other popular languages, but can still do some extremely powerful things. Python emphasizes readability, meaning it reads a lot like English and can be learned very quickly. Although Python is all-purpose, it excels especially in the following industries: AI and machine learning, data science, application programming, and even web development. All of these fields are very high in demand at the time this video is being uploaded, making Python one of the most popular, if not the most popular, programming language in the world. So I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about Python step by step. By the end of this course, you'll have a strong understanding of the language and be able to begin your Python development journey. To start off, let's set up our environment. To write any sort of code, we'll need a code editor where we can type and run our code. For this course, we're going to be using Google Code Much like Google Docs or Google Slides, Google Colaboratory is an online, cloud-based tool, and this one in particular allows us to edit and run Python code extremely easily. So we don't have to worry about any sort of installation of the Python language or any other third-party tools, and setup will only take us about 30 seconds. So first, open up a new tab in whichever browser you're using. In this case, I'm using Google Chrome. And go to colab.research.google.com. And once you're there, you'll see a page that looks something like this. Now, if you're used to using other Google tools, you'll notice that this layout looks fairly familiar probably. So let's create a fresh file to start coding in. Go to the top left of the screen, click File, and click New Notebook. If you're not already signed into a Google account, it'll now prompt you to do so. Now that we've opened up a new file, you should see this page that looks something like this, which is just a blank notebook with the name untitled.ipynb. Now ipynb is just the file extension, so let's change untitled to say hello world, and then press enter. Now let me quickly explain how Google Colab works. Before that, let me just zoom in so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. Okay, so in Google Colab, you have what are called code cells, which are these dark boxes that have a run button on the left-hand side of them. Now, if I click this one right now, this run button, it won't do anything, obviously, because we don't have any actual code in there. But when you do have code and you're ready to type, you type in these boxes. So, super simple, let's test it out. To display any sort of output in Python, we use what's called a print statement. So to do that, I'll show you. So we type print, then parentheses, and notice if you type parentheses, it'll automatically autofill both the opening and closing parentheses. And then you want to put quotation marks as well, and that'll do the same thing where it's going to autofill both the opening and closing quotations. And then within that, we're just going to type hello world. And then now we just press the run button, and voila, hello world is displayed. So let's say you want to print something else as well. So let's click after this closing parentheses here, press enter to start a new line, and let's write print hello YouTube. And now if we go over and press play, you'll see that both hello world and hello YouTube are displayed. Now if we want to make a new code block, go to the top of the screen here and you'll see this plus code button. So click it, and now you'll see this new code cell appeared here. Now let's write print testing. And if we go over and press this button, you'll see it just prints testing. Now notice that it doesn't print hello world and hello YouTube because this run button only executes what is inside of its particular block. So it's only going to print testing. So for this video, I really just wanted to show you how to get the environment set up and give you a very, very basic overview of the Python programming language. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here so it don't go too long. In next video, we'll actually start to dig into some real programming concepts like variables. Take care.